Hello, Ani Bojo Glows. That's Get Lit Outreach and Wellness Society. I'm Enrique Ashkabuk, and Glows is me and you and everybody working towards reconciling the relationship between Indigenous and non Indigenous people with grace, excellence, and truth. We lead, inspire, teach. That's working towards our independence, coming together to repudiate the doctrine of discovery and come up with a new agreement and work together, educating each other and learning about the history and creating a new agreement, birthing a new nation, and just amalgamating and coming together, collaborating, working together to create a new beautiful nation with indigenous and non-indigenous working together in leadership, um, in security and peace and security, and in legislation and creating, making a new alliance with the crown and creating a new agreement, maybe working towards our independence and being true allies of the British Crown and the United States and Canada, becoming a new nation coming together. And what I'm doing here on this channel is this is going to be a vlog experience of things that we do at Glows and my experience in Glows. And if anybody has anything they want to share, you can submit it to my email, or you can message me on Facebook, Glow Society on Facebook, and you can like and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to find out and learn more about history or learn more about things that are done, events, community events, things that I do, like I look to promote, like maybe if I go somewhere to a local business or I don't know, restaurant or somebody, this is what I'm going to do. Just help and promote and come together and work together and empowering one another. Different community events, outreaches, powwows, festivals, whatever community outreaches I do, my volunteering. Maybe I'll share some stories of some of the stuff that I do in my outreach that my feet to the ground, cars and vehicles, taking people, it's kind of, I work with people who struggle with addiction. I am a missing and murdered Indigenous survivor myself, and I've survived police brutality, and I survived sex exploitation and trafficking, and I am my father wrote a song called Missing. You can check it out. I posted the video on YouTube on Glows here on this channel, so you can find that. And it's a song that my father wrote when I was missing, and I have a bunch of posters on there about that I put together a video with the song, sharing some people that have been missing and people that have been murdered. So, because that's something that really speaks close to me, being a survivor and wanting to bring awareness to that, and it has to stop. And I am an Indian day school survivor. My mother and father and parents, grandparents, are survivors of residential schools. Never mind and also an Indigenous Holocaust survivor. Surviving genocide and the attempted genocide and a cultural genocide that has happened to us by the Anglican, Methodist, evangelical, and Roman Catholic Church. These are things that the churches have done in the name of Christ, according to the doctrine of discovery. And this is something that, I'm a follower of Christ, But I totally repudiate these doctrines, and I don't believe in them. They are not what Christ had designed for believers and followers to think that they can overtake people and overcome people and conquer, conquer and maim and kill and rape and pillage and exploit. This is not something that uh, the gospel of Jesus, um, the message that Jesus came for. It's not a part of Jesus's message. Jesus said, "This is not how my kingdom comes." That's not anything when he talked about the kingdom, of building the kingdom. It's about respect, and it's all everything that we're supposed to do that Jesus says. The most important thing we're supposed to do is love Creator with all your heart, soul, and mind, and love creation. Love everybody. And all of creation is our brothers and sisters. This is what we need to have here to live and have life. We need to be able to love and honor and respect everybody and live justly, live with wisdom and courage, being courage enough and to live honestly, having that bravery to live honestly and truthfully, and walking and honoring Creator and everybody with love and respect, using the wisdom of the teachings that Creator gives us, and to walk in love and honor and care for everybody. That's what we're put here for. To love and honor Creator and all creation. That's why Creator created us. To love us. To have us love Creator and honor creation. If we show and honor creation, everything, how we live, how we treat other people, how we treat each other, this is it. So I just so welcome to Glows, and I will be sharing teachings and thoughts and things that I've learned and my experiences and in my lifetime, and my readings, because I've done a lot of reading and research and putting together thoughts and my thoughts and theories on things and sharing them, and maybe sharing my experiences, my interpretations of my interpretation of my experiences and things I've learned and read, and elders and meetings that I've talked to and stories I've heard. Because I would sit down as a young person being called grandmother's keeper. I would sit down with elders and listen to them. I love sitting with elders when they'd be sitting there talking and telling their stories and telling about this and that and talking about whatever going on in the community, and they're gossiping, and I don't know. I just rather be sitting there having tea with the elders and serving them tea and listening to their stories, and having cookies and sandwiches and whatever with the elders, listening to them tell their things. I loved doing that rather than going out and hanging out, I don't know, getting into trouble out there in the world. It was nice sitting with my elders and hanging with them and having tea and listen to their stories. And I always have them stories, and I will share, things, little stories or anecdotes or things, and those are precious, being able and growing up in a traditional family that grew up following the rain dance and the sun dance and sweat lodge and ceremony, and grew up learning those traditions, learning those teachings, grew up that traditional lifestyle. I feel so fortunate and blessed to be able to have that and to grow up with my language around me, and one of my languages, the Anishinaabe, and having the opportunity to be able to learn it in school later, and that kind of stuff. That's really something that's kind of cool and unique that I have, where I grew up being able to learn about rain dance and ceremony and protocols and fasting and the traditions and going on a fasting a traditional fast, a youth fast, a berry fast, a coming of age fast, learning about traditional and marriage ceremonies and grieving ceremonies and all of that stuff. The the grieving and the funeral, all that stuff that we do, coming together and remembering and celebrating life of somebody, our loved ones, and having births and going to powwows and dancing at the powwows and following in the powwow trail, going on the powwow trail and dancing and learning all of that and being able to have fun and meet lots of people and have lots of experiences on the powwow trail, and having opportunities to talk to elders and hear elders share and speak, and the invocations, the prayers. It's just really awesome and powerful. And I've gone through a lot. I was a runaway. I was missing. I survived a lot of things, um, things that happened to me as a child and in my youth, and things that I learned, living out on the street and being homeless and all these things, being a single mom and domestic violence survivor, surviving, and also, dealing with what it's like to live in the city as opposed to the reserve and all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for coming and visiting. And if you want to learn more, about me and hear more about my experiences, and yeah, just follow and like. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you again.